Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Hey Little Magpie. And for this layout I'm using the Simple Stories Just Beachy collection, and the paper that I want to use is the High Tides as my background. And when I went through the ephemera there was a lovely snorkel and mask die cut, and I decided I was going to use that as the inspiration for my layout. So I decided I was going to hand draw a scuba mask and snorkel, and I've printed two photographs that I'm going to put within the mask. They're both I think about 4x4 square, going to overlap the two of them, of my son and his wife scuba diving. I'm also going to do a snorkel as well, so I'm just sketching that out. And obviously if you've got a die cutting machine you could do this, an electronic one, but actually it wasn't difficult to do this by hand. So this is just a bit of copy paper that I'm using at the moment because I'm going to make these into templates to create the layout. So literally sketching them and then just cutting them out and then refining them. It's not that difficult. If you haven't got too much confidence doing that sort of thing, as I say, I always use copy paper first until I'm happy with the shape, and then I'm using that paper template now and I'm put it on the back of some orange basil cardstock, and I'm just drawing around it with my pencil first. Obviously I'm turning things around. It's not so bad with the mask because it's pretty symmetrical, but it will be different with the snorkel. So I've cut that off camera, and then I'm actually going to draw round that onto some craft foam because I actually want to turn this scuba mask into a shaker pocket. Well, that's the thoughts. So I've got my card version and my foam version, and now I've brought in some acetate. So I've cut it roughly to the size, and now I'm going to add some red line tape to the back of the cardstock mask, and then I'm going to attach that onto the acetate to make the front of this shaker pocket. So I finished the acetate off camera. I'm now going to join my two photographs together with just a little bit of paper and sellotape on the back. I'm happy how they look. They will need to be trimmed down to actually fit within the window. So I'm just adding some wet glue to the foam, and I'm going to stick that to the back of the cardstock with the acetate. So that's giving me some depth to be able to add something to the shaker pocket. I tried drawing around the mask with a pencil, but it doesn't mark the photographs. So then I come back in with a biro and do it again, and that works much better on the glossy paper. So that means that I can trim the joined photographs down to be pretty much the same shape as the masks. So I'm just getting that right because it will annoy me if it's not the right size and shape when I come to stick the whole thing together a bit later on. And I come back in with more red line tape. I just find that this tape is really the best for me, really sticky. And now I'm adding it all the way around the mask again, ready for me to actually attach that now to the photographs themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the backing off all the tape apart from the bigger piece at the top, and I'm actually going to just have the tail of that sticking out so that I can actually use that to put things in the pocket and then seal it shut. So I've just got that one bit at the top that's sticking out. You can't really see it very well to start with, and I have to poke my finger in it to get it. And I've also, the photo's not quite as big as the foam, so there's a bit of double-sided tape showing, so I've just covered that up with a bit of sellotape. In the tray on the left, I'd already pre-sorted some sequins that are blues and whites and teals, and I'm just feeding them in the top of this shaker pocket before I close it. I'm just thinking if there's enough or whether I'm actually going to add all of the ones in that I've actually selected. So I would really recommend you check out this Just Beachy range at Hey Little Magpie by Simple Stories. So it's really fun, and I think that's where this was inspired by, really. So that's the shaker pocket, good old shape there, that's perfect. It's going to sit central on that paper. So I'm bringing in some other bits and pieces that I really want to use, and I've still got to make the snorkel part of the snorkel and mask. So I've been through the die cuts of some really nice cute fishes, all with smiley faces. So I've got those as well. I've got some orange card left over. from making the mask, and I'm going to just draw the snorkel. And I'm just bearing in mind that I want the curve to go inwards on the layout, so I've turned my template around. So I start to lay out the way I want things to look with the snorkel and the mask there. And I find the word on the foam sticker sheet that says Paradise. And I'm thinking of adding some tags onto the snorkel as well. So I'm just laying things out where I would really like them to go. I'm looking on this 12 by 12 sticker sheet as well, because there are some more fish on there. And I think there's an octopus and a turtle as well. So that's really cute. And I definitely want to think about using those. Sometimes I think it's harder when you're using less, that where you want to position things. So I've come in with one of the new Hey Little Magpie metal dies. It's the tags and tabs, and I've cut a tag to go on the snorkel. I'm keeping the green one there as well, and I've just put some of the paper through a ribbler. Do you remember those? I've had that in my stash for I can't tell you how long, and I'm just adding some interest to the snorkel itself. So I'm making the mouthpiece and a bit of interest there in this stripy paper from the 6x8 Just Beachy pad. So I'm liking the way that that's coming together, but I actually have a moment of madness, and I realise that I've got Paradise twice. Can you see? Now you can see it, you can't unsee it, can you? So I've got Paradise as the title and Paradise on the green tag. But I really like the tag. And I looked at some of the other tags. So I had a moment, I tidied up, I looked at the words, and I found that tropical was exactly the same. So so it's now Tropical Paradise, if that makes sense. Or tropical could be the title just on its own, but just for me, I could not unsee it. So using another of the 6x8 papers and the bumpy border dies, metal dies from Hey Little Magpie, I've added some decoration to the die cut tag that I made earlier. I've just come in with some wax thread as well, and I'm just tying it to the snorkel. You could fake that, but because it was only stuck down with a little bit of double-sided tape, I managed to get the wax thread to go all the way around it, and I've just tied it in a little bit of a bow. I just wanted to add names and dates to that tag there, so it's not all the information that I would want to do, so I can add some journaling on the back of this when I've finished. But I've also found a geo tag in this collection, which I think would look really nice up on the mask by the title on the left. So I've come in now with some water droplets, little acrylic circles that were from my own stash, and I'm just going to sprinkle those around really, just to add another dimension to all the layers that I've already got here. I know it looks quite simple. It did take me a little while to make the mask particularly, but I think it goes really well with the fun elements that are in this Simple Stories range. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up for the videos, and subscribe to our channel. Do check out this range and all the new stock in the Hey Little Magpie store. These metal dies are flying off the shelves, and no wonder, they're absolutely fabulous. So here's the full image of the finished layout, and some close-ups too for you to have a little bit more of a look. Any questions, just leave it in the comments below, and we'll come back and do our best to answer those. So thanks very much for watching, and we hope to see you here again very soon. Bye for now.